Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana and today I'm back with another episode of the Pack Legacy Challenge. So it's actually been a minute. That was not by design. I've been struggling so much with this game, you have no idea. So it is a long weekend. My goal is to try and get a couple of episodes filmed. I know we're not technically behind because we're just kind of playing as we go, but I feel behind, so I want to get a little bit caught up. So before we get into the episode, since it has been a couple of weeks since the last time I uploaded, let me just give you a little bit of a refresher on what we went through or what happened in the last episode. So I'm going to pause this for just a second. So for starters, Asher had the desire to get engaged to Zoe. So we did go to Windenburg and we proposed. We also found out while we were there that Zoe is pregnant. So we are having our first baby. We don't know what we're having yet. We're going to check on that. As far as the game is concerned, I did do one other thing. So you'll notice that we have more simoleons. We've got almost 44,000 simoleons now. It's because I took all of the stuff that we had in our second bedroom here and I started kind of creating a little bit of a nursery situation, or at least putting down the beginning of a nursery, because I wasn't sure if we're going to move to the new house before the baby is born. I kind of like the idea of doing that, but just in case, we are set up to start a nursery here in our smaller house. And don't worry about Douglas. Douglas is in the office now because we had that one picture over here that had turned black after the last update. I haven't updated my game, so you might find some stuff is weird. If that happens, apologies, but I just can't deal with updating this game right now, especially with all of the other issues I've been experiencing, so I'm just leaving it. And I had no intention on purchasing. I don't even know what the name of the pack is. I'm so completely disconnected from Sims News at this point. But since I had no like desire to purchase it anytime soon, I wasn't worried about trying to update all of my mods and doing all that stuff. So that's where we're at. In this episode, the plan is a couple of things. So for starters, I did miss out on having Asher work from home. So he's going to be heading into the office in 10 minutes. I think because I did that, I'm just going to have Zoe actually go into work also. And then when they're both home, I do want to go and do an ultrasound so that we can find out baby's gender and do all that other stuff. And then tomorrow in game, I would like to travel to Tartosa, and I want the two of them to get married at the courthouse there because we don't really have a lot of friends in the family. I don't know if we talked about this in the last episode because it was so long ago, but I just don't want to do like a whole big fanfare situation. In the future, we'll definitely do more of that once we've got like friends and extended family and stuff to invite to a wedding. But right now, because they don't really know too many people, it just didn't seem like the best idea to try and like plan a huge thing. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now keep in mind, I don't remember if this happened in the last episode and when it happened, but Asher does have this need to get married for money because we selected that from that inheritance option. So we got 4 days left on that. As far as the pregnancy is concerned, we are 2 days away from our second trimester. That's crazy. I thought it said 24 hours the last time I looked at it. So that's actually kind of bothering me. Maybe that's going to change. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Hopefully we get promoted. I don't know if she's going to get promoted. She's not looking like she's close to that. And then Asher, I'm having him do some research and debate right now. He's already at level 4. So we're just going to continue to work on that. But yeah, so hopefully he gets promoted because it looks like he's ready to go. I am going to have her go to work. And then he's going to go to work right now. So let's X out of this, Asher. And then you go ahead and head into the office. So that should be the plan for you. And then we'll just kind of speed through while he is at work and while Zoe's working. So that way we can kind of come back and do some fun stuff with babies. I also got them some pregnancy books and I do want them to read them. I don't know if any of you guys played The Sims 2 or The Sims 3, but there was definitely a pregnancy book in each one of those iterations of The Sims that allowed you to, did I not buy them? I thought I did. Should be 2. Or are they down here? They're not down there. Maybe I forgot to buy them. Let me try that again. Back in the day, you used to be able to read the book and it helped out with parenting skill. It doesn't do that anymore, but I kind of like the idea of reading it anyway, just because it's something that I've always done in the game. But I'm annoyed that it doesn't give you any parenting skill. Where's the book? Did I pass it? Is this not the right category? I could have sworn this was the right category. Maybe it's not. Where does it go? It's not in homework books or university books. Is it in emotional? I don't like that. The Miracle of Birth, a comprehensive guide. The Miracle of Birth provides invaluable insights, practical tips, and evidence-based information to help you make informed decisions and navigate the complexities of childbirth with confidence. So we're going to get 2 copies of that, one for us and one for Asher. And I'm just going to have her put that directly in her inventory so that she can kind of read through that as they go. And then we'll save the other one for Asher once he's home. So let's just put this right over here for now. And then one of the things that we might do if we have time, I wonder if this still works. I used to have a mod in my game that allowed them to listen to podcasts that help with skill building. I don't know if it still works. Let me check it really fast before she goes to work. Earbuds, podcasts. Is parenting an option on here? Doesn't look like it. No, parenting is not an option on here. All right, so never mind. That's not going to be an option for us. Actually, parenting is a skill, so I should be able to download like actual parenting books, right? Or not download, but purchase. Let's try that. Skills and parenting. We're going to get a couple of copies of the first volume. I feel like from there we can kind of learn as we go. And we'll put one of those in each of their inventories also. That's a pretty thin book in comparison. All right, so here is our parenting volume 1, and then we'll set the other one over here for Asher once he is out of the office. And we should be about ready to go. She wants to take a selfie from being pregnant, and she also wants to go for a jog. So hopefully we will do both of those things for her at some point. Doesn't she look adorable though? I changed her outfits to make them a little bit more pregnancy friendly. So hopefully she can continue to be really chic and fashionable throughout her entire pregnancy. Love that for her. This outfit is going to piss me off. This is her first time wearing her fitness influencer work uniform. And I guess it's not the worst. Like, it's a little fitness dress and some sneakers. And then the glasses are kind of a problem because they're clashing with her lashes. But hopefully this is the only time we ever have to see this. And who won the lottery? Rocky Maxwell. I do not know who that is. All right, so off to work she goes. And then we're just going to speed through. She'll be back before Asher because she only works part-time. I don't know what that sound was for. Did something happen? Zoe's off to work, yeah. And Nina is calling. Hi Zoe, it's me, Nina. I'm having a casual house party tomorrow night. Nothing major, but should be fun. Will we see you there? I'm going to say sorry, I'm busy then because we are going to be in Tartosa celebrating our wedding. Or I guess not our wedding, but our marriage. All right, so she gets off work at 2. So we will just hang out here until she is home, and then maybe she'll read her parenting book for a bit while we wait for Asher because he doesn't come home until 5. I probably should have had her power work though. Oh, she got promoted anyway. Promoted to mediocre fitness influencer. Let's read through this. I heard you got engaged. Congratulations. That's from Mitchell. I'm so excited for you and Asher. Thanks, Mitchell. All right, so back over here. promoted to mediocre fitness influencer. So he has been promoted to mediocre fitness influencer. She will now make an additional 30 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 60 simoleons per hour. She has also received the following bonus: 2,500 simoleons. She got a treadmill, and her next shift is Thursday at 7 p.m. So we're going to have to change her work shift again. And yep, that's it. So before I forget, let's actually go ahead and change her work shift now. So in order for her to get promoted to, I believe, which is the third, why is Asher calling me? Hey, I'm working and it's stressful, but I just wanted to call and see if you were having a good day and say that I love you. Our options are: I love you too, I'm bringing you food, all thanks, or get back to work. I love you too, I'm bringing you food. So while she's off lot doing that, says reach level 5 entrepreneurial skill. I thought we had the skill before. Why does it say 0 of 5 and then charisma skill 3 of 5? Didn't we have to earn charisma skill or an entrepreneurial skill? I can't say that word. Yeah, we have 2 levels. Why is it saying we don't have any? That's bizarre. So we'll see how that goes. Wondering if I want to go over to his house and hang out. I don't. What do we have here? You are, oh sweetie, you are so good to me. Could you get tacos? Hopefully she's getting tacos. And what does she have going on over here? Sore from work. Be it at a desk job or manual labor, they can all lead to an aching back. All right, and she still wants to jog. That just popped back up. So we'll make sure that we do that. And now we have tacos in our inventory. Fish tacos, my favorite. So we'll set these down over here. She can have those. Did she use the restroom while she was gone? Because I thought she needed to. She did need to go, but now she doesn't. So we'll actually shower and change back into her other clothes. And then she's not super hungry, but she can eat. So we'll do that and be prepared for when Asher gets home so that we can go and get our ultrasound, which is going to be super exciting. What is this? Taco but love, from bringing food to partner. True love is a taco. Is this like an in-game feature, or is one of my mods doing that? I don't know. Lifestyle gains. Zoe has unlocked the close-knit lifestyle. Visit the lifestyle section of the Simology panel to find out more about this lifestyle. And we've got some stuff going on down here. She's feeling energized from active lot trait. From active trait. I was about to say we don't have an active lot trait. Moving on up from promotion, the sky is the limit in this career. Financially, I think it might be a little bit worse than that. Second trimester in 18 hours. Okay. So we are moving in the right direction as far as that is concerned. She's going to get dressed, and then I'm going to have her come out here and grab a plate. Grab a serving. Did I pass it? There we go. And we're just going to relax for the next 90 minutes or so. Why do we have 2 red things now? What's this? Craving rich food from being pregnant, or from pregnancy. Zoe is dreaming of greasy pizza, cheese, loaded mashed potatoes. We don't have loaded mashed potatoes as an option in this game. Sorry, Zoe. You're gonna have to make do with these fish tacos. Hopefully they're, that's the last one in the, okay. We only had 1 serving, so I guess the other serving already went to Asher, who I'm guessing now is no longer hungry. Why is his hygiene so low? What have you been doing while writing books? Oh, he no longer has... Didn't he have, where he was ready to... I'm gonna make him work hard. Flirt with coworkers? Absolutely not. Work hard. Hopefully we can get that back up and he can get promoted. All right, Zoe, let's clean this up. And then she can actually come in here and read this parenting book. I like the idea of us starting that. So she's got an hour where she can just sit and read. Sit down. And let's start reading Parenting Volume 1, Learning to Crawl. It says, learn the differences between caring for a baby and caring for a cat. Which can't be left alone? Which likes tuna? All the answers are within. Oh, that's terrifying. All right, here she comes. So she's going to sit down. She's thinking about Asher and how much she loves him. That's adorable. And she's reading her parenting book. So we've got about an hour for her to continue to work on that while he is gone. I don't know what the actual like object is in the game that has this on it. My guess is that this is cloned from whatever that object is, and this component wasn't taken into account. That's the only thing I can assume. Because it seems like every build that I download has it in there, and I don't know. Can you turn that off? No, you can't. It's just kind of on. All right, she's super energized. She's in an excellent mood, and I'm trying to make sure that her needs stay high so that we have time to go and do the ultrasound before it gets too late. But also, look at the lighting in our office right now. That's beautiful. Looks so nice. I love the lighting in this game. All right, Asher's going to be home in about a half an hour. We are not going to get anywhere near close to gaining a skill point in parenting while we're waiting. So that's a bit of a bummer, but we have plenty of time before the baby is born. Maybe she can finish reading and getting to at least level 1 before we leave her Tartosa. All right, Asher, are you getting paid? He did. He got promoted. All right, so you got 1,891 simoleons. I was wondering if you wanted to come over. Mitchell, do not take the place of your friend. Sorry, I can't. Please stop. I literally just got off work. All right, so reach parenting level 1. Okay, so it did work out. Lots of things happen. So Asher has been promoted to novelist. It says Asher has been promoted. He will now make an additional 75 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 156 per hour. He's also received the following bonus, 1,243 simoleons, and his next shift is Saturday at 1 p.m. So we're going to have to change his work shift also because we only work Monday through Friday. And we do not work 1 to 8. We definitely work regular full jobs. Looks like he's showering on his own. He wants to slow dance with Zoe. We can definitely make sure that that happens. And it says that Zoe did reach parenting level 1. It says Zoe can now encourage kids' behavior and influence kids to clean. She can now reprimand bad behavior by asking the child not to do that action or simply yelling at the child to stop. Okay, well, you don't want to do that. Isn't that the whole reason why you are reading a parenting book? So that you aren't yelling at the kid to stop? I don't want you to put that anywhere. No. And of course, you're going to do it anyway. Oh, that's so annoying. Hi, Douglas. Open. I wish you could, like, feed the fish. It's kind of annoying that you put them in there and then you literally never interact with them again. Where did you put the book, Zoe? I saw you bring it in here. This is it, right? There we go. So we're going to hold on to that. And then we're waiting for Asher to get out of the shower. We cannot look at Asher in the shower because I continue to forget to put my streamer mod in. He is tired, but he's going to have to suck that up because we have very important business to attend to. And these are the books that I want him to have. So while he's home, let's go ahead and put those in his inventory. And then we are going to have Asher get changed back into his original outfit for today. And then once he's done, the two of them will head on over to the hospital. He's getting changed now. All right, Zoe. Let's select the option because it looks like he is all ready to go. So we're going to go to phone, and then I believe we go to home services. And now with the pregnant sim, we should have some additional options. Go to Lamaze class, call obstetrician, call adoption agency. We're going to call an obstetrician. Okay, so we got a little pop-up here. It says birthing options. Choosing the right birth method for you and your baby can be a daunting task. There are so many different options. It can be easy to get lost in the medical jargon and confused by the countless delivery practices. Which method are you considering? So I think we are going to do a natural delivery. The only downside is the last time I watched someone do this in the game took like 2 days, which I guess is realistic, but also very inconvenient for gameplay purposes. But we're going to choose a natural delivery. And it says, natural delivery is a low-tech way of giving birth by letting nature take its course. You may travel to the hospital once you are in early stage of labor. Early labor can be unpredictable. The average length varies from hours to days. To promote comfort during early labor, you may try exercising on a birthing ball or take a walk. After you are fully dilated, you will be instructed by your obstetrician to start pushing. This stage typically lasts about 70 minutes. That sounds exhausting. Once your baby is born, they will be handed to you immediately for skin to skin contact. Choose this option. So now that we have done that, oh, now she's thinking about the baby. We need to go back so that we can actually travel to the hospital. So let's come back in here and we're going to, oh, work from home? Why does she have to? She literally already worked today. Work from home. What is it going to tell us that we need to do? Oh, we don't have time to do all that. We really don't. All right, we're going to have to deal with this. And then Asher's going to get, no, he doesn't get that because he doesn't work for 2 days. Everyone's work schedule needs to be changed. That's not going to work for us. All right, back to Zoe. I should have changed that when I had the chance. I said earlier I needed to do it and then I didn't. This one. And then call obstetrician. And this time we are going to get an ultrasound, I believe is an option. Surgery machine, pregnancy checkups. Experience exceptional care in your journey to parenthood with our pregnancy checkup services. Our comprehensive package includes an essential pap smear, ultrasound, and blood tests, all conducted by our expert medical team. With state-of-the-art facilities and personalized care, trust us to support your path to a healthy and joyful pregnancy. Let's go. And we're going to take Asher with us. He should certainly be there for this experience. And while we are loading in, I am going to take a quick hydration break. All right, I'm back. We are here at the birthing center and looks like we've got just one doctor option available. I'm going to wait to see if some additional doctors load in. And while we're doing that, I'm actually just going to have us head up to where the ultrasound machine is. So let's both head up here, go here together. And while they're doing that, I'm just going to kind of monitor who appears down here. Who do we get? And I got a last exception at some point. Zoe has chosen natural delivery. If you change your mind, you may call your obstetrician again at any time to choose a different birthing option. So we've got this guy here. This is Jason, and then we have Isabel. This don't look right. Isabel. So this always happens in my game when it needs to be updated and I don't update it. I start having these pest control issues. So Isabel is absolutely a randomly generated townie. We are going to ignore her completely. And then we have Eliza. I think I wanted Eliza to be my obstetrician, and she is an obstetrician. So we are going to go with Eliza. Looks like everyone is an obstetrician. He's a doctor. Okay. So once we get upstairs, I'm going to actually have her select to have our ultrasound. Oh, we're already up here. To have our ultrasound performed by Eliza. So let's do that. Start ultrasound scan, Eliza Pancakes. And we'll give her some time to get up here. Looks like she's struggling a little bit with pregnancy today. Are you going all the way downstairs to ask her? Hate that for us. Okay, fine. While you're doing that, Asher, can you come have a seat? Now, does he automatically like engage with the ultrasound at all? Like, does he look at what's going on? I don't see any options for him to click on anything. We'll see what happens, and then you guys can let me know if there's something I meant to do, but I didn't see anything for him, so I'm hoping he just kind of naturally gets up and figures it out. Are we on our way back? Looks like we are. Is Eliza ahead of us? Nope, she's behind us, but she is running to catch up. I know Eliza gets a really bad rap, but I actually kind of like her. The way that she's walking right now doesn't make me look good for having said that, but I think she's cool. All right, Eliza, show us our baby. All right, so Asher isn't doing anything. Does Asher do something with this? Just go away. Right now, he's not doing anything. I'm not saying elope at courthouse. Why would you do that with her? Nothing here. Anything on Zoe? Can I just type in ultrasound? Does that do anything? Congratulate on promotion. It doesn't. Meanwhile, I'm missing this beautiful moment. Look at how beautiful. All right, it says, congratulations, you're pregnant. Based on the ultrasound scan, it looks like you're expecting one healthy baby. Everything looks good so far. We'll continue to monitor your pregnancy and the baby's development to make sure everything stays on track. This is an exciting time, and we're happy to support you every step of the way. And then it also says the ultrasound scan shows that you're expecting a healthy baby girl. Love that. So, of course, we're going to need names. You guys are going to name all of these kids. I'm not going to be doing that. Plus, I'm not that creative. I do have a list of like names, but I love the idea of you guys giving suggestions and we kind of go from there. So definitely leave your suggestions for baby names for our first heir. That's the other thing. I'm always just going to have the first baby be the heir. Just simplifies everything, keeps it nice and organized. Let's get some blood work done. That's important. We're going to have Eliza do that also. What was I going to say? Yeah, so every time the plan is going to be for, oh no, you don't need blood work. She needs the blood work. Oh, so it's good to know that he can get blood work. Get blood work, Eliza. But yeah, so first baby is always going to be the heir, and you guys will definitely, hopefully help me to name all of these children. So remember, the second generation is spa day. So I know that a couple of the things are they're going to need to do one of those spa day aspirations that we got. I think they have to work at a spa or something at some point. I'm not sure of all the details, but if I'm not mistaken, we'll have to look at it. Maybe we'll read the Generation 2 description before we end today, in the event that that helps you with baby names. All right, so we're all done here. It says all done. We will get your results back tomorrow. Please don't worry too much. If there are any issues or concerns in your result, I'll make sure to get in touch with you and discuss everything in detail. But remember, no news is good news. Fantastic. All right, so we're officially done here. It's 7:58. We do have to use the restroom. We are a tiny bit hungry. Asher is really hungry, so maybe we will stop at the restaurant and grab a bite to eat. But before we do that, we need to use the restroom. Does Zoe like jokes? No. All right, let's use this restroom, Zoe. Let's go right here, use that restroom. And then Asher is good, but he's tired. But that's fine. We're just going to eat dinner, and then we're going to head home. Zoe, are you on your way? She is. Perfect. All right, so this is actually the room that we're going to deliver in. So I'm really excited for that. We've got all the things that we need right over here, and we have another kind of like pretty much the same room over here on this side. So got that all ready to go. Anytime you're ready. Is she sparkling, or like who's sparkling? Why are we sparkling? And I don't think we can change our clothes once we're in here, can we? Change outfit, yes. I would very much like her to put her clothes back on. Even though our clothes would not be in there. She's feeling very playful. Lovely. I'm already in love from ultrasound scan, so I can sometimes feel her baby kicking around in her belly, but it's another thing to finally see them on a screen and hearing their heartbeat. So he is filled with joy at the sight of her baby and is feeling a sense of amazement and awe at the miracle of life. She can hardly wait to meet her child. Fantastic. All right, so let's go together to the restaurant. Travel, and we are going to take Asher with us. Wait, are we going to do that? Hello? Can we not leave this lot? Like in a traditional way? Travel. Alright, I'm guessing we can't. So instead, let's everyone just go home, shall we? It's freezing cold here. She didn't change clothes either, so apparently all the things that I thought we were going to be able to do on this lot, not able to do. And that's good to know. Alright, well, let's speed through that, and then I guess we'll get a loading screen back home. So maybe we won't do a restaurant, and instead we'll just eat there. Which is kind of a bummer, because I wanted to go to a restaurant. Alright, so we are actually making really good time. We've only been recording for about 30 minutes, so that gives us plenty of time to do like a whole day in Tartosa, do a wedding, maybe spend some time at the beach, kind of celebrating the marriage. All right. Asher has randomly changed his outerwear, and he is already in the house and watching television. He is starving. We are starving. Let's put our clothes back on, and then we are going to make some dinner. Since we didn't have the option to do anything else, we're gonna make dinner, and I don't know if we have a lot of dinner options because we don't have a lot of groceries in our house. Yeah, we do not have a ton of groceries here. I'm gonna have to do something about that in just a few minutes. Only thing we can make is franks and beans. Alright, so we definitely need to do some grocery shopping. What about if we look under soups and salads? Do we have more options there? Buddha bowls, I do actually love those. Burmese samosa soup, garden salad, grilled cheese with tomato soup, red pepper soup, tomato soup. Let's do the Buddha bowls. Let's make a family size. Zoe is a super healthy sim, so that's definitely something I could see her wanting to do. All right, now she's feeling very inspired. Second trimester in 12 hours. So by the time we wake up tomorrow, we will be in our second trimester, and hopefully we'll have a cute little baby bump. Oh, I forgot she's supposed to be working. Dang it. And she's exhausted. So after she eats, she's going to quickly cross promote at the gym. So we're going to go to the gym. We're going to come back home. We're not going to work out at the gym at all. We're going to be super quick about getting out of there. Asher, you could be doing anything right now. Complete one bestseller. Click on a computer and select a genre of book to write under the write category. Hover the cursor over a book to check its quality. So he just needs to write any book. That's fine. That's just a promotion task. And we haven't signed up for any more freelance writer gigs in a while. I think we'll hold off on that until after we get settled and figure out what we're doing with this baby. I I'd originally said that once we got up to 50,000 simoleons, and I would consider that to be like a safe number to, what are you doing? Are you cleaning your ears? Ew, ew. Zoe, oh my gosh, she just shoved her hand right in there. That's nasty. You are nasty. Anywho, once we got to 50,000 simoleons, I consider that to be like a safe number to move into the new house, and getting rid of all of the stuff that was in our second bedroom got us there pretty quickly. So we're pretty close. Zoe has reached cooking level 2. Zoe learned the recipes for eggs and toast, BLT chips and salsa, and fish tacos. She also learned a cool new combo, add trick move. Grab a serving. And Zoe, you also grab a serving. Oh, you can't grab a serving because he's grabbing a serving, even though you're literally standing right in front of it. Whatever, that's fine. Please grab a... Are you joking? Did it move? Is that the problem? Don't be weird. Just grab a serving. And he's eating on top of the laptop because that's perfectly reasonable. All right, do you guys have any desire to talk to each other? He does want to slow dance with her. He also wants to be friendly. So why don't you ask her about her day? I forgot he was a celebrity. My goodness. Ask about her day, even though you were there for a good amount of it, because you want to be friendly. New quirk, refined palate. As a celebrity, Asher has become accustomed to excellent quality meals. Eating food that does not meet his lofty quality expectations will make him increasingly uncomfortable. The problem with that is that he does not know how to cook. So I guess the Buddha bowl was excellent quality, so it worked out perfectly. He just blew a kiss. Fantastic. All right, so we've got 4 more days still to get married for money, and we are going to, they're making future plans. We're going to head to the gym now because she's exhausted and it's almost 11 p.m. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Let's travel, and we're just going to go by ourselves because we're not doing anything once we get there. I wonder why all of these things are showing up. Is it because we're traveling? Were they there before? Mindful Motions Gym. It's not going to be a fun career if we have the same exact work tasks every day. So hopefully that's not the case, and this is just like a fluke. All right, we're here. And we just have to cross promote at the gym. We have to upload a fitness headshot. We need to research workout tips. We're gonna have to do that part when we get home. So now that we're standing here, we're just gonna cheat the system. We don't have to do a whole lot. We are going to, I think it's under work, right? And cross promote at venue. What's this? On the same side from similar pregnancy wishes. Fantastic. Do that, please. She's taking a picture of the outside of the gym. That seems like something I would do as a person who does not enjoy going to the gym. Upload fitness headshot. Fantastic. She wanted to take a selfie anyway. And she wants to do it on her cell phone. So hopefully we can kind of satisfy 2 needs at once here. Take a selfie. Okay, so that automatically counts. And that lady's gonna be behind us in our selfie. Love that. Don't like that it's sad. This actually is good because it shows how concerned we are about the fact that we are about to have a baby. Love that. Don't love the lady behind us, but love that. This one's cool too. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I did change out Zoe's wedding ring. I like this one better. I thought it fit her a little bit better, so decided to go with that one. We'll just do the final 3 in that pose. All right, so she's done everything she needs to do at the gym. We're gonna go home and upload this, and then we'll research workout tips, and she can head to bed. It's crazy that that's her entire work day and she's done. Travel. If only. That would be so nice. All right, back home we go. This stupid outfit. Oh, I hate it so much. All right, and back home. All right. She's home. She's wearing another outfit. She wants to get married. That's getting married from being family oriented. Click on the sim significant other, etc., etc. 110 points. We'll take it. All right, please change back into your other outfit. Change outfit. That's what you were wearing. And then you need to upload this fitness headshot. And then you need to. Asher, can you just go to bed? What do you need to do? You're fine. Go to bed. And then she is going to upload this fitness headshot, and she still has to research workout tips before she can go to bed. We have our ultrasound scan. We need to put that up. We're going to hang that up for sure. All right. These are old. These are new. And of course, not complete without one that is incorrect or done inappropriately or incorrectly. All right, so let's just go with one of these, and we are going to upload. Wait, why don't I have the option? Upload fitness headshot. Select a photo from your Sense inventory and click. Oh, it's got to be in the inventory. Forgot about that. So put it back in here, and then we will upload fitness headshot. And that should satisfy the second requirement. It does. Now let's research workout tips super fast so that she can get to bed. Research. Obviously not there. Research. Why doesn't she have the option to research workout tips? Now I'm getting irritated because you know that she's exhausted. You know that she's exhausted, game. Research workout tips. There we go. And since she's so tired, I'm actually going to help her out with these dishes. I'll clean those up for you, Zoe. And Asher is not in the bed. What is he doing? Are you joking? Are you joking? Why wouldn't you just go get in the bed? Why would you pass the bed to go out and get in a pool lounger? That just actually pissed me off a little bit. I did forget to have you brush your teeth though, so why don't you come and do that? Brush your teeth. Change outfit. He's trying to die too because he's exhausted. You can't swim right now. If he dies, I'm going to be very upset. Sleep where? And then his side of the bed is here. Go to sleep. Back to Zoe. I'm going to put this away for you. Also, try and make your life just the tiniest bit easier because you are so stinking tired right now. And I do not blame you. Look at those bags. All right, this is the last thing she needs, and then I'm immediately changing her schedule so that she only works Monday through Friday, and she's got that part-time job that she had before. And I'm going to try to remember in the morning. Actually, no, I'm going to change it tonight for Asher because I keep saying I'm going to try to remember, and then obviously I don't, and it creates problems. So let's change Asher's schedule right now. Ask to change work schedule. And that pops up over here, if I'm not mistaken. 10 simoleons, is that for her? All right, I want her to start getting ready for bed now because she's so tired. So let me go ahead and get started on that. We are going to come right here, change Of course, we have to cycle through all of the outfits again. Lovely. This one will do. And then she is going to brush her teeth, and then I'm going to have her change her schedule as well. So author, full-time, morning, Monday through Friday, 8 hours, 9 to 5. Fantastic. Now he can go to sleep. And then we're going to have Zoe change hers also. Back to what they were before their promotions. Hire literary agent. Why would she have a literary agent? Ask to change work schedule. Anytime. I don't remember this taking so long. Choose career to edit, fitness influencer, part-time. I think she worked in the morning, Monday through Friday, 4 hours, okay, maybe it wasn't morning. Was it afternoon? Afternoon, Monday through Friday, 4 hours, 10 to 2. Yes, that was her schedule. All right, so she's got her 10 to 2 schedule back, and we are going to head to bed. Don't know what you're doing. Oh, she's gonna cuddle. Love that. They're so stinking cute. All right, so I'm thinking tomorrow morning we will prepare for our little mini trip to Tartosa. This is just going to be like a 1-day deal, and then we're going to get back and start getting ready for the baby. And we really need to get back to like what Asher's supposed to be doing, which is his 2 aspirations. He hasn't done any work on his angling ace aspiration pretty much at all. We still have to catch 5 fish using bait. We still need to make 6 great catches, and we need to achieve a level 6 fishing skill. So we're 2 skill points away from that. And then he has to still do work on his other career. So we've got 2. Or not career, aspiration. Oh, weird things are happening. Go ahead and go to the restroom, and then you can actually come back and get back in bed for a bit. Please tell me you're going to the restroom right here. Yes, you are. Smart girl. Are you ready to be up? Not quite, but you can turn this off. It's actually starting to irritate me. Turn off. All right, so he's got to use the restroom and shower. You can do that in the other bathrooms, and Zoe has occupied this one. So use that restroom and take a shower. And then, is Zoe hungry? Because if so, she is. You can actually make her something to eat. I'm going to let her sleep for like another hour, and then she can get up. Sleep. And then Asher, once you are done in the shower, I want you to make Zoe something to eat. Change outfit. You are going to wear... Why does it seem like he's missing clothes? What happened to all of his outfits? I guess maybe he's not. That one's fine. Speed that up, buddy. You do not need to shower or do not need to wash your hands. You're about to get right in the shower. He still wants to slow dance. I think they can slow dance after they get married. That should be nice for them. This is for Asher to work from home. Does he? Oh, I forgot I made him Monday through Friday. That's fine. So he needs to write a science fiction novel, and he needs to pitch a story idea to someone. I think I'm going to have them actually do some work today after they get married. That's fine, because Zoe's going to have to work as well, right? So hopefully, excuse me, 1 second, I have to cough. Okay, I'm back. So I was going to say, hopefully whatever she has as her work from home tasks is something that she can do in Tartosan. It's not going to be too hard. All right. That might be the most sleep she's going to be able to get, but I'll let her sleep while he's making her some food. Or do we have food? Why does this thing keep showing that there's stuff in there? We haven't put anything in it. It's empty, but it's got green smoke coming out of it. Why? I don't know. All right. Do we have leftovers, or are you cooking? I feel like you should be cooking. So let's boil this kettle. Boil kettle. And then let's look at our breakfast options. I know we have plenty of eggs, so we should be able to make eggs. Avocado toast with eggs, breakfast cereal, eggs and toast, English breakfast with bacon, English breakfast with sausages, fried bacon and eggs, fried eggs and toast. I think that's what we had the last time. Scrambled eggs with bacon. Let's go with that. And we'll make a family size. So how's he doing? He is, cozy cuddles from feeling enamored with someone nearby. That's a warm and fuzzy feeling, or there's a warm and fuzzy feeling thinking about being cuddled while sleeping. He enjoyed the firmness of the bed. He is still worried because we've got 3 days to get married for money. On the same side from similar pregnancy wishes. So he is in a great mood. And we should be rounding the corner to the second trimester, right? 23 minutes. So all is still going pretty well. And it looks like Zoe's going to get almost a full rest, which is super, super helpful for a pregnancy. And Asher is almost done making breakfast. Because he's almost done, I'm just going to have her go ahead and get up. And then she can come in here and make herself a tea. Let's do healthy green tea. What's this? Be friendly with Jay. Yeah, well, we'll have to hold off on that. Asher, grab 2 of these servings. And he's reached cooking level 3. We'll look at that in a second. All right, so come put these down. Here and here. And then Zoe has her work from home thing. Let's see what she has to do. Make a fitness business plan, add to Instagram story, discuss fitness techniques. We can absolutely do those things. And she's still got 10 simoleons from working from home. That is crazy. All right, so she made her tea. She did not grab the tea. I will grab that for you, Zoe. We'll bring this right over here, and you can come and eat and drink. And Asher's going to make himself a coffee. Dark roast, I think, is what he likes. And so this worked out. Everyone can do their work from home tasks while we're away. Looks like Zoe is already looking a little bit bigger. We've got our little bump, so that's nice. Don't sit there. Every time. That's fine. I will bring your food to you. You go ahead and eat your scrambled eggs with bacon. Does anyone want to talk to each other? You don't. But I will have you do so anyway because it's an exciting day. You're getting married today. Can we talk about our wedding? Enthused about upcoming wedding. Yes, let's do that. He has to stand up to do it? That's weird. Why do you have to stand up to do it? It's fine. You can stand up to do it. Look at those. Those have definitely gotten much larger overnight. They definitely were not that size, Zoe. She's all done, so you can actually clean this stuff up, right? Clean that up. Is he ready now to enthuse about upcoming wedding? Hopefully he will wait until we're done here. She got kind of big really fast. Love that for us. I'll put this away. I'm going to make sure he brings his laptop on our little trip, our little one night trip. And then let's grab suitcases. I'm cheating. I'm just going to throw these in inventories. He's already dressed. Spa day starts tomorrow. Love that. 2,558. So we are officially over 50,000, which was my personal goal for moving to the other house. So I think we will move to the other house maybe at the end of this episode. That'll be like how we end it. Or beginning of the next one, we'll see. All right, so spa day is tomorrow. We'll look at that later. For now, though, we do need Zoe to change so that she can be ready to go on our little overnight trip. So we're gonna change outfit. Oh, it's loading her clothes again. You've got to be kidding me. We're gonna go with that one. You know what? No, we're not gonna go with that one because I actually want to see that one. We're gonna go with this one. Hopefully, I'm always nervous about how the bump is gonna look in some of these clothes. All right, that's fine. That's a big bump for a second trimester, Zoe. All right, we've got everything we need. Let's travel. We're going to go on a vacation. It's going to be a one-day vacation. Take a vacation. And we are taking Asher with us. So a long conversation. Okay, there we go. Of course, as soon as I'm getting ready to click on something, she's ready to go. Story of my life. All right, we are going to Tortosa, and there's only one rental in my save in Tortosa. It's up here. How much is it? My goodness, 3,854 simoleons? That's crazy. We're definitely only staying for one night. Okay. Lots of loading screens. All right, we are officially here. We are not all wearing the clothing that we're supposed to be wearing, but I guess it's fine because we're going to be changing in just a few minutes anyway. Let's look at our mood. He's doing great. He has to go to the potty a tiny bit. So does Zoe. All right, I'll just show you really quickly our rental because I absolutely love this. Look how beautiful this build is. It's got a nice little outdoor space over here. It's also got a really beautiful kind of indoor outdoor space for seating over there. And what else do we have? Let's see. So inside we have, you know, a little dining room, a little kitchen. That's the seating area we were talking about, little living room. And then upstairs, we just have a bedroom and a bathroom. I don't believe, is there a bathroom down here? Like a little half bath? Yes. So this is perfect. So Asher, why don't you come and use this little half bath down here? And then Zoe, why don't you come upstairs and use this bathroom? And I'm going to actually bring their suitcases because we're going to get dressed for our wedding. Zoe, you can put your suitcase right here in this corner. Can it be moved over at all? That's fine. And then where can we put Asher's suitcase where it's kind of not in the way? This is not the biggest room. We'll put it right there. Fantastic. So did you use the restroom, Asher? You did not. Can you not get in there? Does this door not allow you to go inside and use the restroom? Do we have a lot testing fail? We do indeed. He can't get in there because of the sink. Great. You can come upstairs and you can use this one. And then Zoe, while he's doing that, why don't you get dressed for the wedding? What's this? Crushing somewhere nearby. Morning sickness from pregnancy. She's going to have to suck that up because it is your wedding day. Change outfit. So I have them wearing like kind of casual wedding outfits because they are just getting married at the courthouse in Tartosa. I didn't want to like do too much. So here is Zoe's little outfit. I don't know how I feel about it now that she is pregnant and her bump is like distorting it a little bit. So not the biggest fan of that, but I don't feel like changing it. So it's going to be what it is. Asher, once you're done, can you come over here and change into your outfit? Yeah, it was really cute before that unfortunate situation happened. It doesn't look that bad from the front. Oh my God, Mitchell. Mitchell, this is not the time. Hey Asher, I think I have a crush on Rosari Lareem. Do you think it's worth a try? Yep. Do that. All right, so let's leave. Let's travel. We are going to go into town and we are going to get married. Travel with Zoe. And we are going to, I think we're going to load into the restaurant lot because I think afterwards I kind of want them to go hang out at the beach and use their laptops to do their jobs. And then we'll come back to our rental later. So let's load into the restaurant. We'll probably come here at some point in the future. We've got like a really nice spa in Tartosa, but I'm having some issues in my game with spas where my Sims won't get massages. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue, but they can't get a professional massage. They can only massage each other or give a massage. They can't receive one from like the person that's on the lot designed for that purpose. So I don't know if that's a me issue, if it's a mod issue, I don't know. But it's been going on for a while and I just have decided not to go to spas anymore until I figure it out. All right, so I'm going to take a quick hydration break while we are waiting to load into yet another lot. All right, so we have changed outfits once again, and also pest control issues are crazy in the game right now. I have got to update all my mods because that's not going to work for me. All right, so I need you to change yourself back into the outfit you were just wearing. Change outfit. It was your formal. And Zoe, I need you to change back into what you were wearing. Change outfit. This one. Everyone change. Yes, we know you're pregnant. We are aware. Fantastic. All right, everyone has changed. Let's come over here to the building where you get married. It's on the outside, like in the back, right? This one. Get married to Asher for 350 simoleons. What is custom nuptials? Obtain a marriage license. Consult with legal advisor. Yeah, they're not going to do any of that. They're just going to get married. Tie the knot right here, right now. That's us. Boom. 350 simoleons. They are going to head on over there and do that. Zoe now officially has the pregnant walk. Love that. She looks so stinking cute. I love their little outfits. And she can't run anymore, can she? So she's going to take a very, very slow walk. It doesn't look as bad, the dress, from this angle. It's just from the side. It looks really sketch. I love the realism of her gaining weight when pregnant. That just makes so much sense to me. I don't like that they immediately snap back after they have the baby though, because that's just not how the world works. All right, we're getting married. So that should satisfy this. It should also satisfy this down here for Asher, married for money. I don't know how long this is supposed to take. Whole night hug from feeling enamored. Beautiful. All right, so we have to take a picture. We have to take wedding photos, 8,782. Okay, so we definitely have enough money to move. We have definitely reached our 50,000 simoleon threshold for sure. You've satisfied the conditions to get the inheritance money. You'll get a deposit soon. Congratulations. What else do we get? Asher and Zoe are both having their very first kiss. No, they're not. And then their soul shine. Oh, so he made some progress in his soul's journey. I meant to mention that. That's the other thing I forgot. So we knew that Asher had a pretty full soul's journey. He is now on the second phase of that. I did add some for Zoe as well. One of them was getting married. It's time to reach glorious levels of fitness. And I also added dreaming of becoming a parent. So she's already satisfied the married one. Let's head to someplace where we can get like a cute, like really picturesque photo. I'm going to have us come over here to this sign. Let's come over here together, and then we're going to take a picture. We're going to take a picture, and this is going to be our official wedding photo for our house, and I'm going to be hot like fire. I mean, hot like fish grease if this picture goes black. So hot. I wonder how that works. Like if you keep a spare in your Sims inventory, does that not go black? I'm going to try to keep a spare and hope that we don't end up in a bad situation. Because now I'm kind of traumatized. I've never had the black photo thing happen to me. Now it's happened. While we're waiting, just married from marriage. The promise of a lifetime of companionship would make any Sim happy. And what's this? Scratch that one off the bucket list from completing bucket list goal. Wow, it really feels great to knock one off those bucket list items. Knock off one of those bucket list items. I can't read today. Who could have guessed achieving a lifelong goal would be so fulfilling? And then what did Asher get? Looks like the same stuff. Did he get anything related to Dream Chaser from witnessing fulfilled life goals? Asher is basking in the glory of another Sim completing a goal. There's nothing like seeing someone chase their dreams. And then what's this one? Making headway. It's no fluke. Asher is taking charge of his dreams. Asher is also picking up a few necessary life skills along the way too. Wonderful. All right, so you're right in the middle. I love where you're located. So I'm just going to have you turn around. Just turn around. And then I'm going to place our camera. Mitchell. Oh my gosh. Mitchell is becoming the new Gavin, and I'm not a fan of it. What's this? Certificate of marriage. This certifies that Asher Coleman and Zoe Patel were united in marriage. Does her last name change? Is she Coleman now? Okay, we're gonna have to do that ourselves. That's fine. Here is our picture thingy. Can we set this down here somewhere? We cannot. Hate that for me. All right, so I'm going to put this in Asher's inventory. And I'm going to have Asher put this. This is so much work. I'm going to have Asher put this in the world. Go here. And then turn around. Come here. And then place in world. Hopefully you place it correctly. He did. Perfect. Wonderful. All right, so now I need you to come and teleport into Zoe. I know that there's an easier way to do this. I just don't care because I haven't learned it yet and I haven't had the time to try and figure it out. So teleport commands, teleport any Sim to this Sim, Lot Sim, and Asher. And now they are ready to pose. Let's choose a lovely photograph of the two of you, a nice little pose. Pose by pack. Some of my favorites are down here. Let's look. Do any of these stand out? Definitely not this one because we are so incredibly pregnant. Let's look. Does this one have anything nice? This is nice. Let's go with this one. That's for Zoe. And then Asher. Pose by Pack. I should have paid attention to which one that was, but I do remember what the thumbnail looked like. It was this one. Yes. And we're going to do that. And then you are going to do the pose. Beautiful. And now the hard work begins. Tool, elevate. 1.5. That looks good. Let's try that one. I don't remember who has the higher photography skill, but we'll try for Zoe. Oh, I need it to be a little bit higher up. Don't like it. All right, we're gonna move it up just a tiny bit more. Tool. Actually, I also want to move it over a little bit because I don't like the angle. So let's actually toggle that. Why is my key not working? There we go. Toggle. And we're just going to move it over a tiny bit. Not really sure I like how that went. Let's just not, maybe. And then we're going to elevate it. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Elevate. It was 1.5. Let's try 1.7. Let's see how that looks. That might be a little bit better. Now let's try another photo. They're still looking off into like the distance, which, can we fix that? We can't. All right, but I can fix it if I move the camera over a little bit. Welcome to like all the stuff that normally happens and gets removed in editing. Toggle. I want it like right here. And I'm just gonna have to hope that I can move it around. Elevate. I think the 1.7 was good. Let's go with that again. And we are now going to get rid of that and let's take a picture. There we go. That's a good picture. We're going to make it like that. We are going to ignore the fact that Zoe's arm is going through her dress. And we are going to take some photos of these two Sims on their wedding day with their incredibly saggy boobs. Yep, looks good. All right, I've taken enough. We should be good to go. I think I want to take a larger one because we're going to put that on our wall. And then do I like the idea of taking one that removes Zoe's arm? Because I kind of do. Let's do that here. Maybe as a medium. And then as a small, maybe for like a desk or nightstand. And then do I want to try that? Yes, perfect. This is perfect for our wedding portrait because now you can't see her arm. You can see the baby and you can't see her arm. Perfect. There we go. Perfect wedding portrait. So our first official wedding of the series is complete. All right, so we are going to have to put this back on the ground in order for us to pick it up. So let's drop that down there. And then, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I can't think of a single reason why I just did that. Get out of there. And now I can't, can I get out? Okay, perfect. I was worried that I did that and that was gonna mess something up. This is what I wanted to do and no way related to the thing that I did. All right, so now Zoe, come over here and put this back in your inventory. And we are officially finished with all of the wedding stuff. We are now officially married. We do need to change Zoe's last name. What's this? Baby Kick from Baby Movement. I've never seen this before. Zoe's hand was resting on her baby bump, and out of nowhere, a tiny foot jabbed her from within. She couldn't help but giggle at the unexpected kickboxing session her baby seemed to be enjoying. Love that. Love that. That's so nice. Everything is really coming along, isn't it, for our little family? All right, we're going to get changed. But before we do that, they're not really hungry. But I do want us to grab a table so that we can sit and do our work here at the beach. So these Sims look awful. I hate this so much. Like, they look ridiculous. The randomly generated townies, not a fan. All right, Asher, you move a lot faster than Zoe does these days, so why don't you come up here? And I want you to, actually, I'm going to decide what table I want you to request. Because it needs to be a table where you've got room to sit down and do your work. Let's go with this table. You come over here and you request this table. And while you're doing that, I'm going to have Zoe kind of slowpoke her way. Oh, wait, no. That's not the table I want. I wanted a table down here. They're actually in my table. Well, you guys know how that's going to work. You gotta go. MC cheats, makes him leave. Bye-bye. And MC cheats, makes him leave. Bye-bye. And once they are gone, this is our table. Request table. And I think they'll just order some drinks while they do some work, but I am going to have them change into their hot weather outfits. So whenever Zoe gets over here, I do want her to pull out her little travel bag so that we can get changed. She's in such a good mood and she's feeling very inspired. Third trimester in 3 days. I don't know if we're going to wait that long. We might have to accelerate her pregnancy. I do have my pregnancies in game set to 7 days. So because I don't like changing any of the settings because of my other gameplay series, I'll probably just randomly accelerate pregnancies as needed. All right, Zoe, let's place this in world. You don't have to go to the restroom. What are you talking about? All right, put that down. And then change outfit. What does your hot weather wear look like? Oh, that's fine. That's doable. Hopefully you've got flats on. You do, and you look adorable. All right. Asher, did you get our table? Where are you? Did you get the table? You didn't. Come request the table. Where are you? Come and talk to this guy. All right, now we're getting our table. And then once he's done, I do want him to come down here to our little bag and change into his hot weather outfit, which is this. Don't sit down, just go do that other thing. And then they're both going to do their work, whatever they need to do on the computer, while they're hanging out beachfront, which is absolutely gorge. And it is a warm day, so maybe we'll get in the water at some point. All right, so I'm actually going to have you, Zoe, just put this back in your bag or in your inventory. I don't feel like having you get back up. And then you can order drinks for the table, because that's all we're going to have. We're just going to have some drinks. What does she want to do? She wants to flirt with Asher, absolutely. And then she wants to be friendly with Asher. Does he want to do anything with her? He still just wants to slow dance. She's going to order the drinks for the table. Order for table. And then Asher, you can actually come and sit down. Maybe not. I didn't get there fast enough. Okay. So what are our drinks going to be? Zoe is pregnant, so she has very limited options. Let's go with a wild card sparkling water for Zoe whenever she pops up so that I can see which one is which. And then I think Asher may get like an iced tea or something whenever their faces pop up. There we go. That's for Zoe, and then Asher is going to have an iced tea. He is not going to drink with Zoe in solidarity. 19 simoleons. So we're going to wait until one of those little pests comes over so that we can order our drinks before we put our laptops down. Everyone's in such a good mood. I don't know why it says first kiss. We've watched them kiss. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. That is truly terrifying. I should blur her out, like, so that we don't have to witness that. All right, Asher, I told you to come and sit down. Are you gonna go get our drinks, ma'am? Or are you standing here to torture me? Utterly enamored from feeling enamored with someone nearby. She wanted to flirt. So while we're waiting for this lady to leave, she's gonna flirt with her husband. So now we have a husband. All right, so remind myself, which needs to do again. Make a fitness business plan. Add to Simstagram story and discuss fitness techniques. Can she add to her Simstagram story without moving? Or do we only add to it when we have like pictures? I don't remember how to do this. Add to Simstagram story. No, we can do it from here. So we're going to take this opportunity. Apparently we have to stand up. Oh my God, those are huge. We're going to take a picture of ourselves and show everyone we are here in Tartosa. We just got married. And she reached romance level 3. Zoe can now whisper about desires with other Sims. At level 3, Zoe will much less often feel awkward after woohoo. She will not feel tense near lovers anymore either. She now can discuss relationship ideals and discuss woohoo preferences with lovers in earlier stages of relationships and make future plans. And I think at some point Asher got to level 3. Wait. Best image ever. They can't wait for your next one. Zoe has gained 12 followers. Zoe now has 701,212 followers total. And I think Asher got to cooking level 3 earlier and we never looked at that one. What did that say? That was our royalty report. Asher learned the recipes for pan-fried tilapia, chocolate chip cookies, and pancakes. He can also talk about cooking with other Sims. So everyone's pulling out their laptops. And we're going to make this a working, I don't know if lunch is the right word because no one is eating. So Asher needs to write a book. He needs to write a bestseller. And he needs to write a science fiction novel. So we're going to have him start working on a science fiction novel. Right genre book. Science fiction. And he can drink his iced tea while he does that. And then Zoe, the Venusian Chronicles, okay. And then Zoe needs to work on her fitness business plan, and she needs to discuss fitness techniques. She can do that one, but can we do the business plan? Let's see if I can't just search for plan and see what comes up. Research business, but she needs to be at entrepreneur. I cannot say that word. Skill level 3. And I don't remember how we got to level 2. Weren't we streaming or something? I think we were streaming and that's how we got there. So let's try to do that and see if that doesn't get us to level 3 super quick. Back to gaming. Sims Let's Plays, I think that's what we did. Let's go back to Animal Crossing. See if that gets us there. I don't like that our computers are going through this thing. So let's get rid of this thing. That's not what I mean to do. This is what I meant to do. And then you can actually drink your seltzer water while you're working on that. Is she gaining entrepreneurial skill? Let's check that and make sure. Yes, she is. And she needs to get to level 3. So I'll let her keep working on that while Asher is writing his book. And hopefully, well, now she's hungry. So we'll let her get through this fairly quickly, and she needs to have some fun, so maybe she can go and enjoy some time in the water. And I think I want her to buy a souvenir as well. Is the souvenir shop open? It is. Okay. And looks like she's going to want some lunch at some point also. I think it's crazy that the Animal Crossing music is, there's no way that's not a mod. All right, 24 simoleons from her streaming. I just realized her drink matches her dress. That's so cute. Mitchell is getting my nerves. Congratulations on getting married to Asher. I hope you two are very happy together. Thank you. How's she doing on this entourage? It's not going up very high, very fast. But Asher still has quite a ways to go on this book, so I guess it works out. He has a ridiculous amount of skills. Did I do that? Sexual desire from High Desire. Well, it is their wedding day, so that makes sense. Maybe a little later we'll have a quick woohoo in the ocean. That seems like something they would enjoy. All right, so we stopped speeding through, which is unfortunate. And it just seems like the scale is not going fast at all. I guess she'll get there eventually, but good grief. She's making some little coins from her live stream though. Be friendly with Asher, cheer someone up. Oh, he's going so slow. Hopefully that means it's a bestseller, because he does need to complete one bestseller. And back to our skill. We are now at 62%, so let's just completely speed. It's now 7 p.m. on our wedding day. We immediately started working. Started working after we got married. But I guess when you are going to like a courthouse, what are you supposed to do afterwards? She's now at 73%. Not going fast at all. I feel like he's going to finish writing his entire book before she's done. This skill is not for the faint of heart. Hi Asher, your literary agent here. Congratulations on finishing your book. Send me a copy so I can read it and look it over. I can't wait for you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've read this quite a few times. All right, so Asher finished the book before she did her part. Is it in his inventory? How do we send it to the literary agent? How did I forget that already? I think it's in here. Right, write excuse note for email copy of draft to literary agent. Come on, Zoe. You're actually starting to upset me. Where are we at? 85%. This is not an easy skill to like speed run. Meanwhile, I think the sun has set while they're just over here working their little hearts out. So beautiful. Thank you for your full draft. I read it over. What is going on with my camera? I read it over and get back to you. Great. So he's just going to hang out here and wait while Zoe continues to run around in circles in her Animal Crossing island. We are now at 88%. Boy, is this going slow. I mean, it is going so disgustingly slow. Asher should now be able to do his other stuff, right? I'm hoping this is a bestseller. What else did he need to do, right? Research writing techniques, chat with literary agent. What is the other thing that he gets to do while he's waiting? There is something he's supposed to do, isn't there? Do research for writing piece, research writing techniques. I guess he can't do it right now, but there was something else he needed to do. Pitch story idea to someone. Okay, well, we'll do that with Zoe because she has to do something with him anyway. She needs to discuss fitness techniques. He's in love. That's so great. I'm happy for Asher. This worked out perfectly. Zoe Patel Coleman. My goodness. Wrap it up, sis. 94% complete. How are your needs? They're actually really good, surprisingly. All things considered, I would have thought that this would have been way worse, considering how pregnant she is. What do we have going on here? She's craving sweet food. Streaming marathon. This is only so long someone can play the same game. I hear you, sister, but yeah, it's your fault for taking this long. Just wrap it up, and you wouldn't have to. I don't know how I feel about her career, I'll be honest with you. I think we're going to have to get out of this. I was trying to see it through to like level 3, but I'm not seeing the benefit considering how little she makes from doing it. So we might have to get out of this and get her into something more traditional. It was a cute idea while it lasted. Zoe, please. Please. There we go. All right, so stop doing that. You now need to do 2 things. You need to... She only made $497. She's been doing this all day. She needs to discuss fitness techniques. Just do this right now with Asher. Fitness techniques. And then he needs to pitch a story. Okay, and then I'm annoyed that for some reason he hasn't received anything for the next level of his science fiction novel. Isn't he supposed to be doing something like... I thought there were other options in here, like stuff he was supposed to do. The book's not in our inventory. He's waiting to hear back from the literary agent. Alright, so in the meantime, I think Zoe might be done. She needs to make a fitness business plan. She's not done. Let's do that. Sorry, I smacked the keyboard. Fitness business plan. Research, fitness business, make fitness product review. Alright. There you go. You work on that. He's just going to keep sitting here and waiting to finish this book. I feel like there was a really quick like option that he had before for like marketing or something. Was that not there before? He has to pitch 2 story ideas. I'm sorry, Zoe. I know you probably don't want to hear any more of this, but you're going to have to hear some more of this. Can you not? Okay, he can't pitch 2 story ideas to the same person. Bummer. Who can we meet really quickly? Hey, this lady here. She's making drinks. Can we pitch a story idea to her? Send friend connection. Oh, wait, here we go. Hey, Asher's your literary agent, etc., blah, blah, blah. So we should have our ability to do the next step thing, right? It's 10 o'clock now. We are leaving tomorrow, right? Do research for writing piece. Write excuse note 4. Make literary agent suggested edits and revisions. Hopefully this is wrapped up pretty soon. Is Asher hungry or is it just Zoe? He's not hungry at all, which is surprising because we've been sitting here all day. When she finishes, I will have her just order then since his laptop's going to be in the way. Anytime. Alright, so she made her final little 10 stanky little dollars, and she has completed all of her work tasks for today. So let's put this back in our inventory, and then she's going to order for the table, but just for herself. Put in inventory, and then order for the table. See, if she weren't pregnant, we could definitely order a bottle. That would be nice. All right, so she's going to need some food. We are going to go with, she's really, really hungry. So we're going to do a pasta. Let's do spaghetti carbonara. Spaghetti alla carbonara. Let's do that one. And she is going to do a lemonade with that. And Asher is going to have another drink. Maybe this time he'll have an EAPA. He's earned it. He's been working on this book all day. And he still has to like connect with another person so that he can pitch them a story idea. Hopefully this gets wrapped up pretty soon. And hopefully our terrifying waitress, yes, she is on the way. I'm gonna destroy this because I don't think they'll pick it up. Let's get rid of that. She is obsessed with this baby. I love that for her. Maybe she doesn't want to work. Let's think about that. Maybe she wants to stay home with the baby. And that can be like her thing. And she can continue to be really into fitness, but she doesn't have a job because she is very much obsessed with this child. I kind of like that idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Asher's taking a very long time to wrap up these edits. And then I think immediately after that, he has the ability to put it, like submit it or publish it, if I'm not mistaken. Publishing editor, etc., etc. The next step in the process is a chat with our production and design team. Oh, that's actually really irritating because I wanted to do that earlier and it didn't give me the option to. We could have already knocked this out. Chat with production and design team. Hopefully this doesn't take as long as the other things have taken because that's actually really annoying. Can we make friends with her? She's going to be deleted soon anyway. So like, can we just do a friendly introduction while we're continuing to work? We can. And then I'm going to pitch her a story idea. We're just going to start to... why can't I pitch her a story idea? Do I have to know her really well? That actually really irritated me. I introduced myself to that terrifying sim for no reason at all. Oh, she's coming back. I'm gonna confirm I'm not able to pitch to her. Do I have to have a certain level of friendship before I do? Hold on. Pitch. Oh, sorry. I smacked the keyboard again. Pitch. I can. Pitch a story idea. She's like, oh, I guess it's all right. Leave me alone. All right, pitch story idea to someone. That is now checked off. It's midnight on the day of our wedding. We have spent the entire day working at this table. And apparently lots of pregnancies have started. The land grabs are having a baby. Now I feel really bad for the fact that we're about to put them out of their home. But we are going to put them out of their home. That's still going to happen. All right, so she is done eating and drinking, and her needs are actually really solid. Is it because they're on vacation? Our needs are looking really good. All right, so she's done. So here's what I'm going to have her do. You are going to come back over here, and you're going to pull out your bag. You're going to pull out your bag, and you're going to change into your swimwear. We're going to go with this one. And of course, now we can't buy a souvenir anymore. That's closed. But I do want her to come take a quick dip. Oh, she's finishing her lemonade. That's fine. Now she's done. Come take a little dip in the ocean. Back float. Do that. Asher, drink your EAPA. Looks like he's almost done with what he needs to do. Zoe is, oh, now that you've met with the production and design team, we need you to submit your final draft and we'll send you a printed proof of your book when it's ready based on your conversation with the team. Fantastic. So he should be ready to submit the final draft of the book, which is here, right? It's not here. It's here. Okay. I don't like how she's standing in that window menacingly. Right? Send final draft for approval. This one. And we have to immediately forget that we know that person. Relationship? No. Where's the option to pretend like we've never seen this person before in life? Hide the relationship. Are you sure you want to hide the relationship between Asher Coleman and Jasmine? This sin will no longer appear in the relationship panel, but their relationship will remain unchanged. Okay, well then no, because we're going to have to delete her at some point. Thank you for sending this over. You should have received the printed proof of your book, and once blah, 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 blah. Once you approve the proof, we'll let you know when we're ready to publish. Was it this many steps before? My goodness, this is exhausting. Okay, so the option is not there. The option is here still. I don't know why I thought the option was going to be on the book. Approve printer's proof. My goodness, this is taking forever. And look at Zoe. She's having such a good time. She is heavily pregnant and enjoying a good back float. What's this over here? What is that? Oh, it's the spa. I forgot. All right. So I'm guessing that once we head back to our place, good news, Asher, the process is almost complete. We're ready to publish. Use the computer and mailbox, etc., etc. Back to Asher we go. I am tired of you in this book. I don't remember it taking this long before. It's 1 a.m. Published book. Was it a bestseller? Complete one bestseller. At least he's completed his job, though. He doesn't work again for 3 days. I think both of them are off, which gives us time to, like, maybe this is when we accelerate the pregnancy and have the baby, because they're both off for 3 days. Well, I forgot. We said that she was quitting her job, so that doesn't matter. You're being applauded for being the first to broach such a complicated subject. Asher has gained 150 followers. He now has 670 followers in total. It's out in the world. Now each day Asher will earn a moderate amount of royalties. Okay. So I don't think it was a bestseller though. Definitely not. All right, so let's put this back in your inventory. And then I think I said I was going to allow them to woohoo in the ocean. So let's do that. Put this back in your inventory. And then, yeah, he still has desire situations going on. Does she have them as well? She doesn't. No, she does. It's intense. Okay. We can take care of this. Don't you guys worry. All right. So we're not going to do it here because everyone can see us. But we can come over here where there are no people. Go here together. The town square area is closed. All of the businesses are closed. There's no reason for anyone to be over here and see us. So we'll come over here, and this is where we will get our ocean woohoo on. Are we coming? Asher's on the way. Zoe is on the way. Zoe looks like what is going on with her hair and body. There we go. I was about to say, what are we doing? She's still trying to be sexy with that waddle. I love that for her. I love that for her. She looks so stinking adorable. All right, so everyone is done with all of their responsibilities. So now we'll just have like super fun time. And then we will head back to our lodging vacation rental place and get some sleep so that we can head back home and move into our forever home, which is going to be the plan for how we end this episode. So Because we're an hour and 44 minutes in. At least that's what my stopwatch is telling me. I don't know if I forgot to stop it at some point. Took her forever to get here. Asher's just kind of hanging out, waiting. Woohoo with Zoe. Do I have to do, like, is everything interactive woohoo? I don't know if everything is interactive woohoo, but if it is, I guess I'll try and be on top of that. I don't know that we figured out what Asher is into. I know that we figured out what Zoe is into, but I don't know if we figured out Asher's interests in the boudoir. Where are you going, buddy? What are you doing? What's happening? Alright. Is it interactive? It's not. Okay, good. I don't have to do anything. Just double checking to make sure. Alright. So RPO mod is not making me do anything when they woohoo in the ocean. Fantastic. What a wonderful way to end your wedding day. It wasn't an all work and no play situation. They did get all of their work done. They were very responsible Sims, and now they are rewarding themselves with some public ocean woohoo. And it's going on for a very long time, and it looks like they're having the best time ever, and I love that. I love that for them. They deserve it. There we go. All right. Fantastic. So good. All right, now we can both head back to shore, and we're going to travel back to our vacation rental. How are our needs looking? Oh, we haven't paid our bill. Ashley, you gotta go pay the bill. They're in such good mood though. Like, how are their needs this good? You guys have been with me the whole time. I have not cheated these needs. They just look this good. All right, you are the slow one. So Asher's gonna go over and pay our restaurant tab. We should have done that before we left, honestly. Here we are, and there we are. End meal and pay bill. And I'll just have Zoe slowly make her way over here. That didn't help. Intense lust from the high desire. Okay. I don't know what the solution is to the problem then. I thought we just fixed it. Does he have the same issue? His is going away. Responsible woohooing from protected woohooing. Protection was used during the last woohoo session. Now you're just being ridiculous. Nautical and naughty from woohoo. Asher gave those fish a show they'll never forget. What? Oh, sometimes this game is hilarious. Gave those fish a show they'll never forget. Yeah, she's... Okay, hers is going away too. I was about to say, what am I supposed to do? What is this? Feeling happy from cheerful trait. She's in an excellent mood, except she's having an irritable mood swing. All right, so it looks like everyone is ready to leave. So let's return to our vacation rental. And while they are doing that, I am actually going to take a restroom break. So let me get them set up to go back to their vacation rental, and then I'll be gone for a few minutes. All right, my apologies. I am back. So no one is tired. She is still having her mood swing, and they're just up, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So I think, do we have a stereo in here somewhere? Because he does want to slow dance with her. So this would actually be the perfect time to do it. But it's only going to work if we have a stereo in our rental, because we don't have one in our inventory right now. Anywhere? This would be the perfect place for a stereo. No stereo? No stereo. And I don't want to do it badly enough to like wait and cheat and all those other things in order to make it happen. I just don't want to do it that bad. All right, I guess we'll just go to bed instead. Let me check upstairs. Did I check over here? I did. No stereos on any of those shelves. And in our bedroom, no stereo. That's fine. All right, it's wedding night though. I guess I'll have them woohoo again. That's fine. And then they'll go to sleep. So come on in here. And well, before you do that, get changed into your PJs. Change outfit. You can go with this one, and Zoe, since it's your wedding night, you can wear something cute. I did plan something cute for her. It's right here. I wonder how it's gonna look with her baby bump, and then everyone can come and brush their teeth. Hopefully that works in here. Brush your teeth and brush your teeth. So we're going to have to wait until we're back home for Asher to get his slow dance. And maybe when we are celebrating moving into the new house in the next episode, he'll be able to do it. We should be, yes, okay. He's making his way up. Zoe moves a lot slower these days. There she goes. Let's see how this looks on her. Oh, she's so stinking cute. It looks weird, but that's fine. I don't know why, depending on like how the thing is made, everything doesn't always look the same. Oh, he's already thinking about it. He's thinking about, see, we're on the same wavelength. He's already thinking about woohooing in the bed. I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't even have to do anything. How did I know that's what they were going to want to do? All right. Asher, you can initiate a woohoo with Zoe in this bed. And then when we get home, we're going to have Zoe change her last name. Hopefully her mood swing won't. Who was I kidding? Zoe is a freak. There's no mood swing that would stop her. Yeah, 3 more hours. She's going to be having that mood swing. Hopefully this actually resolves the mood swing though. Woohoo actions, caress. He likes that, right? Maybe he doesn't. All right. I'm just going to stick with what we know. They're not going to have a bad woohoo on their wedding night. Give commands. Grab neck. Let Zoe do an action. Say partner's name. Let Zoe do another action. Start it to kiss. Okay, so those are the things that he likes, right? Let's try to do those things. Caress. Ask for punishment. Asher really liked that, okay. Plead for mercy. Asher seems to really like that. They're both freaks. They're just freaks. Let Asher do an action. Caress. Fine. They don't like to caress. They're only into the nasty stuff. Okay, well that obviously went very well. Look how that went. Fireworks all over the place. Hopefully everyone had a good time. That's my jam. From Interactive Woohoo, things get extra heated up when Zoe acts according to her woohoo styles without getting a negative reaction. Wonderful. So he was accepting of her nastiness. Woohoo high from Interactive Woohoo. This woohoo scratched all of Zoe's favorite itches. Her partner must have known her tastes or have compatible ones. It seems they knew exactly what they were doing. And then these people are still using condoms. She is very, very pregnant. I don't know what game this is y'all are playing. And then Asher's just laying here. Let's see how he's doing. How did he feel about it? Favorite woohoo location from Woohoo Preferences. Woohoo is extra fun when it's done in one's favorite woohoo spot. That's my jam from Interactive Woohoo and Woohoo High from Interactive Woohoo. Okay, so he enjoyed all of the same things that she enjoyed, it seems. And let's go to sleep. And I hate when we've got all these extra pillows on the bed because it doesn't work. Like their heads are inside of them. Destroy. Fantastic. All right, it's spa day. What do we do on spa day? On spa day, we light some incense, we relax in a sauna, we get a massage from a massage therapist, we meditate, and we take a mud bath. She's really got to go. We've got 4 hours left on our vacation. she's actually fully rested. She wants to try for a baby with Asher. You're going to have this baby first, Zoe, but okay. And I'm not going to have her go back to sleep because she's up. She's good. She wants to be friendly with Asher as well. She does need to shower, so we'll do that. And then we'll have her make them something to eat before they head home from their vacation. Take a shower. And then you can change into, change outfit. This seems like a cool outfit for traveling home. And then she can put her suitcase in her inventory. And then she can come downstairs and she can make them a meal. What kind of meal would we like to make? Let's see, breakfast, pancakes and toasts. Asher has unlocked Hungry for Love lifestyle. All right, we'll look at that in a second. Avocado toast with salmon, grand pancake and waffle breakfast, honey brick toast. Let's do avocado toast with salmon. We'll make a family size of that. Asher has unlocked the Hungry for Love lifestyle. I don't know that I've ever had a sim unlock that before. Is it because he's a romantic? Can I go to the lifestyles to see it, or do I need to go in here somewhere? Can I not see it because he's sleeping? I don't know how this works. Simology panel. Hungry for Love. Sims living a hungry for love lifestyle have a strong desire to be in a relationship and struggle to deal with life without one. Toxic. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, engage with romantic media or attempt to romance other Sims. I think my Sim Elliot has this in my other gameplay save. Lifestyle effects. Various benefits when in a romantic relationship. Prefers romantic behavior and is more likely to succeed when being romantic. Acquires romantic sentiments more easily. Enjoys romantic media. Increased work performance when in a romantic relationship. Intense when not in a romantic relationship. So this makes sense for him because he is a romantic sim. But he's going to be married this whole time. So there's no reason for him to ever be tense about the lack of a romantic relationship. All right, he's not going to be able to get all the way to 100 because we do have to leave. He's still thinking about that lady. He's still thinking about woohooing with that random mean lady that we met that one time. All right, he doesn't necessarily need to Asher. I did say that we would take care of those, didn't I? Dang it. All right, he's not even going to go to the bathroom. He's in such a bad way. Is she almost done? Because what can I do? How can I help them with this problem? She's thinking about herself, of course. That's nice. I guess it's going to have to be the bed because we don't have like a shower. This is becoming too much. These are really freaky Sims. All right, that's fine. She's finished. I'll let her come up here when she's done. Hopefully you guys still have time to eat. I don't know how it's going to work out. Come on up here, Zoe. Now Asher is in need of maintenance. This is the downside of like whims-based and like mood-based gameplay. I try to be as like accommodating to their needs as possible. But sometimes they be doing too much. Is she coming? She is. Slow poking it on up the stairs. All right, Asher. Go for it, brother. Do what you have to do. Hopefully she doesn't turn you down because she's hungry. She would like to eat. Of course she didn't turn you down. She's a freak. Hold me closer. Wow, the love language of touch from Asher just made the moment truly magical for Zoe. It has Zoe pondering the joy of a tender caress or the comfort of a warm embrace from a beloved sim. Is this a moment of realization that Zoe likes physical intimacy? I should say so. I don't know how intimate it is getting choked, but that's what she's into, so that's fine. That's fine. All right. back in the bed we go, and we are going to plead for mercy. We are going to ask for punishment. We are going to ask for commands. We are going to have Asher grab her neck. We are going to have Asher give her that punishment. We are going to have Asher give her commands. And we are going to let Zoe do an action. She started to tickle. I don't think he likes that. And he is going to grab her neck again. And he is going to give her more punishment. And she is going to... Hello, give me the money. Just leave me alone. We're obviously in the middle of something here. Ask for punishment. And plead for mercy. All right, I think we finally figured this thing out. We've got this together. We know what to do now. All right, so everyone's liking everything that we're doing. We have figured out how they like to get down. All right, so get out of the bed. We really do have things to do. I don't have time to pull her suitcase back out, so I'm just gonna have her change over here. We're just gonna pretend like there's clothes in there for her, and then she's gonna come downstairs and she's gonna eat. Hopefully we have time to do this before we get kicked out of our rental. Favorite woohoo location. Everyone's having a good time. This is going so great. All right, so Asher, I asked you earlier to go to the bathroom. You didn't because you had other problems. Can you go to the bathroom now? You can. Fantastic. When you're done with that, can you please get dressed? Change outfit. Change outfit. We're gonna go with, let's go with this one. We're traveling today. And then please put your suitcase away. And then you can come down here and you can have some salmon and avocado toast, which actually looks really delicious. She's getting a phone call. Who's calling us? Mitchell, please. All right, so we are now still doing really well with our pregnancy. We no longer have our mood swing. We are in our second trimester for 2 more days. Like I said, I think I'm going to do something about that. The baby just kicked. We're feeling dazed from that. Otherwise, she's in an excellent mood. She's doing really, really well. I'm very proud of her. And then Asher is on his way downstairs to eat. He appears to be doing very well also. Everyone is lucky in love from a hungry for love lifestyle. Asher can't believe he's lucky enough. I've never seen this before. To not only have found the love of his life. Extend. I don't want to extend it because that's really expensive. So Asher's just going to have to eat when we get home. Cancel an in vacation. Hopefully he still has that moodlet because I've never seen that one and I want to read it. All right, it has now officially been over 2 hours, so I think we are going to end with moving into the new house, kicking out the land grabs, putting them across the street, and then that'll be how we end the episode. This might be the longest one so far, but I guess since we haven't recorded in a couple of weeks, about 10 days or so, it was due. And then I'm actually going to record the next one right after this. So I'm not going to have the baby because I want you guys to give me baby names. Either that or I'll create a community post for you guys to give me some baby name suggestions there. I'll figure it out. Because I kind of want to get this air show on the road. All right, so we're home and surprisingly everyone is wearing the same clothing and Mitchell is standing in front of our home, so that's annoying. All right, so we do have to do some spa stuff today, which is cool because we do have a spa, I think right over here somewhere. That's a spa. Spa's right there. So we can do some spa stuff once we come back for the next episode. All right, so we're home. Asher's hungry. He can eat at the new place probably next episode. I think otherwise everything's good. So let's look at what we need to move with us because we want to make sure that we don't leave any of the good stuff behind. I'm actually going to sell all this stuff because we didn't use it and I don't want to waste money on it. And I'm going to evict them so that this house doesn't become empty, because I don't like having unfurnished homes in my game. So we're not going to do it that way. We're just going to actually sell everything in here that we added, which should just be this one. And then this is the what size your baby is. We're going to keep that. We'll put that in our inventory. I actually like this stuff, and I haven't updated the other place to have this stuff, but we'll just buy that. We'll still have all of my money because we're not actually using it on the land grabs place. Anything in here? If we take our aquarium, do all of our fish automatically go in our inventory? I guess they stay in there? I don't know. Oh, our avocado toast came with us. Excellent. What else do I want to pack? We've got plenty of computers over there. Oh, Douglas. I forgot about Douglas. We definitely want to make sure we bring Douglas along. Nothing special in here, right? There were a couple of books that I bought that I wanted us to keep, but maybe those automatically transfer. I don't know how that works. I am going to have Zoe put these pictures back in her inventory. I think that's everything. That's everything we need, right? Looks like everything we need. All right, so I'm going to come out of there, and then we're going to very quickly just grab these photos of Zoe. Definitely don't want to leave those behind. That would be extremely weird. Zoe, put those in your inventory. You really only need that one. We can get rid of this one now. And we can get rid of this one. I think that's everything we need. I feel pretty good about that. All right, so let's manage worlds. Just go to manage worlds. And then I'm going to have them officially evicted after I officially evict the land grabs and put them in the place across the street. So that way they're still in the same neighborhood. They're just no longer in that house, because I love that house and I decorated that house and I would very much like to stay in that house. All right, land grabs out. Evict. And then let's come to manage households. We're going to other households, and we're going to look for those land grabs. Here you go. They should have plenty of money to move into this one. They do. So we're going to go right over there, and then we are going to evict ourselves from our house, and we are going to move into this new one, and we do not have the funds, so we are going to have to keep forgetting that for some reason one of my keys is being really weird. I don't even remember how this works anymore. What are the keys? Okay, so I might have cut some stuff out, but I did really crazy bad things just there, and I was afraid that our game was going to mess up, but it didn't. So Control-Shift-C. Control-Shift-C. Free real estate on. And now we can move into our new place. Furnished. Oh, and we have now 253,000. I don't want to have 253,000. I guess that's because we got evicted. So we have all the stuff from our house. I'm going to go back to, what was it, like 58,000 or something simoleons? I'm going to go back to that. I don't like the idea of having all that money. That doesn't seem fair. That was Mitchell, probably already at the new house, stalking us once again. So that's been great. this is taking a long time. All right, so here are the new digs. You moved into a new house. Your services have not been set up yet for this house. Please set up your home services in the SMB Bills app. Don't mind if we do. Asher's gonna do that, and then but before we do that, let's go. It was like 58,000. I'm just gonna go 58,000 even because I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 58 something or another. So we'll go with that, and we are going to set it. And then we will pay for the services. That way it comes out of our money and not the extra money that we had. Is it in here? Yes. Home services. Premium welcome home package. 890 simoleons. Not bad. All right. So I don't want to know what the property taxes are yet. I feel like could I see them in there? Maybe I do want to know. Let me see. Property tax, 63,000 simoleons. 63,000 simoleons for our property taxes in 2 weeks. I guess that's doable. But we still have bills and stuff in between there, so that's fine. All right, so here's a house. We did show it off already when we were kind of trying to figure out where we're going to live, and most people voted for us to just move directly here. That's gross. Yeah, they were definitely a family with pets that were here before. And what is this? I'm sorry, do we have ghosts? Do you see these footprints? What is this now? What is that? What is that? Wait, what is that? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. That actually scares me. Is our house haunted? Anyway, so here's what the house looks like. It's already got all kinds of like baby and toddler stuff already in it. We'll figure out what to do with all that stuff, but we've got, I don't know. I just like it. I like the color scheme. This house I did not create. I don't build things. This was made by Bojana Sims, but I redecorated it. Just to kind of suit my style a little bit. And then I added some stuff in the basement. So we've got a streamer room down here that we could potentially use for Zoe. Maybe that can be like her new kind of side hustle. Got a little gym downstairs. And we've got like a really nice, I guess this is called like a butler's pantry kind of situation. And upstairs, we have bedrooms. We've got a nursery for our little baby. This is where our little one is going to be. And then we have a toddler room. I'm not going to be changing anything about this. I actually love these rooms. Put a lot of effort into them. I'm going to get rid of all the pet stuff because I think we said we weren't going to have any pets until we got to pets. So I'll get rid of that. And then we also have another room upstairs, just like a basic kids room. So we've got space for several children, and then this is the primary bedroom here. So we've got closet space. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff in here. I'm not doing this with you, Mitchell. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff in here. Like, she's got a lot of Birkins. We are not a Birkin family, so all of this is going to have to go for sure. And make it a little bit more realistic to like what they have and what they can afford. And I'll probably switch up a couple of other things in here. But yeah, so that is the house. So I'm going to leave this part here. Next episode, we are going to potentially have the baby. We'll see how that works out. We are also going to definitely start hustling a little bit more on the work front because we have very expensive property taxes. We have to get back into Asher's aspirations. We've got 2 that we need to complete. What on earth was that? And we are nowhere near close to finishing either one of them. So yeah, that's where we are. And also, look how adorable she looks in this outfit. I love this. I love this so much for her. She looks so happy pregnant. Also, I forgot. Here is the office. So this is going to be Asher's office, but we're going to have to change it up quite a bit because the original family that lived here, the husband was an interior decorator. So That's why all this stuff is in here. So we're going to have to tailor this a little bit more towards Asher's career. So that's going to be stuff that I do probably in between episodes and then show you guys when we come back. But yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all of your comments and all of the support that you leave in the comments. It's definitely encouraging and helps me to continue. So please continue doing that, especially with all of your helpful tips. I'm still learning. Even though I've been playing this game for quite a few years now, I have never just played through all of the packs. So there's still a lot that I need to learn. So your advice has been super helpful. Otherwise, like I said, I'm going to try to put another episode up pretty quickly after this one to make up for the 2 weeks that I missed. And I will see you all in the next part. Bye.